Charlotte Flair pulled off the Women's Royal Rumble. She entered in at number 27 or 28. It was one of them. And she winded up pulling it off. I mean, I knew it anyway. It was kind of obvious. I mean, there's no way Charlotte Flair is going to come back and lose. She pulled it off, and it was a fun win. It was really cool. Not much really to the match itself, but it was cool to see Charlotte Flair win. It was not as much to Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes as I expected. It was, they had to make it out to be a ladder match with some drama in there, but I don't know, I was just thinking it was just going to be a little bit more to it. Of course, there was its moments, like when Kevin Owens hit the Fisherman Buster suplex on the Cody Rhodes onto the ladder. That was a cool moment. And then Sami Zayn came out there and he was acting like, kind of conflicting, like, oh, both of my friends, right? I kind of knew they were going to play with that to some extent. Sami Zayn did not get involved or turn heel in any way. But, they did kind of play with that a little bit, which I knew they would. But Kevin Owens, by the way, also was he got busted open at one point in the match too. Had some blood coming down his face. But near the end of the match, Kevin Owens was setting up for the pile driver. This is his thing. Cody Rhodes reversed it into what do they call that move? I think the Alabama Slam is what they call it. Through the ladder, and it broke in the middle. And Cody Rhodes was able to climb the ladder and retrieve both title belts. A little bit more simple than I thought. The Royal Rumble match. It was an okay Rumble. I'll give it that. It was an okay Rumble. It started out with Rey Mysterio and the new Penta in the ring, one-on-one. Then they were talking about that. Two luchadors in the ring at the same time. And, I just have to mention this. Why is it that they are saying that Penta is one of the greatest luchadors of all time when he's only been around like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, something like that? And he's already one of the greatest luchadors? Come on, man. I mean, I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at. I'm not saying that, Penta's not good. I'm not saying that, but why I wouldn't call anybody the greatest anything if they've only been around 2 weeks. I just personally wouldn't. But, not saying he's not good. But anyways, some of the shocking moments in there was when I Show Speed, when he showed up in the Rumble match and got eliminated a few minutes later. That was it was more comedy based more than anything. Um, then when Punk eliminated Rollins and Roman Reigns at the same time, Roman Reigns tried to clothesline Seth Rollins over the top. They got like stuck in the ropes, and then CM Punk finished them both off over the top rope. But it was literally like a second later that Punk was thrown over the top by Logan Paul, which was one of the big shockers because I really thought that Punk was going to do it. And he got eliminated. He got thrown over the top. And of course, all three of them are angry now. So Punk and Roman started getting into some kind of argument. And then Seth Rollins delivered a stomp to Roman Reigns. And again, everybody's angry, right? So then Punk and Rollins started brawling it out. And even though the security was there, the brawl just continued. And then Seth Rollins actually delivered another stomp to Roman Reigns onto the steel steps. This probably writes Roman Reigns off of TV for a while. Fast forwarding to near the end of the Rumble match, it was just Cena and Jey Uso left in the ring. And when I seen this, I said, they're going to give it to Cena. This is Cena's last time. They're going to give it to Cena. They are going to give it to Cena. And then they were left on the edge of the apron after a few close calls from Jey and John Cena, especially John Cena. John Cena picked up Jey Uso for the attitude adjustment. I said, this is going to be it. Jey Uso slid out of the attitude adjustment and pushed off John Cena. He landed on the ground. That really surprised me, man. I'm really surprised to see Jey Uso actually win a match as big as the Royal Rumble. And then John Cena was looking angry at first. I was like, oh boy. And then he gave Jey Uso a hug. And I was like, okay, so everything's fine. And Jey Uso pretty much just celebrated. And that's pretty much it for this video, peeps. the best of Royal Rumble 2025. Peace out, peeps. Hold on, peeps. I forgot a very important detail. Sami Zayn fell out of the Royal Rumble because of Jey Uso. Of course, it was by accident, but Jey Uso was standing on the apron, kind of like the same thing that's been happening to Sami Zayn lately. Drew McIntyre was standing there. Drew McIntyre moved out of the way. Jey kicked Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn fell off of the apron and out of the Rumble. So, I already know that this is going to be a problem between Jey and Sami. He's going to be like, you won the Rumble. Maybe I could have won if you didn't kick me out. You know what I mean? So I know that's gonna be a problem coming up soon. But I just wanted to throw that in there. Oh yeah, one more thing. I was thinking about this, and I was talking about how Penta's only been around for 2 weeks, and maybe they do have a reason to say he's one of the greatest luchadors because maybe he's been in other wrestling promotions that I'm just not aware of. I mean, this is the first time I've ever heard of Penta. You know what I mean? But maybe he has been around for a lot of years in other wrestling companies. Who knows? So I kind of have to take that back. Maybe he does deserve the name, but I just don't know that much about him. But I just wanted to throw that in there too. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where things go from here. That's it for this video, peeps. Peace out, peeps.